the base which was introduced by a company. So I'll be unfolding it, the 43-inch, and then we have the 80-watt solar which comes with the TV. So this 80-watt solar is used to power the battery, because this battery needs a very powerful solar which can give it energy. That's why we brought the 80-watt solar. The old model was 50 watts, but Sun King and the engineers thought it wise for us to improve the watts. So this year we came up with 80-watt solar panel so that it can power on the battery and also power on the lights. So these are the components which comes with the TV, the solar. We also have the aerial, which is over there. I've already installed the aerial. So that's the antenna of the aerial, which is used for receiving the signal for different stations so that it can show on your TV. So come with me as we install the 43-inch TV inside this home. So this is the 43-inch TV from something. So you can come over. So the installation which has to be done, so you have to make sure that when you do installation your TV is very stable. Thanks to Sun King, we also have our hammer here. Congratulations to Sun King for giving us this opportunity. So we have Sun King hammer. We also have the Sun King glasses. So this one helps in terms of dust. When you are doing installation, any object cannot fall on your eyes. So these are the safety precaution kits which Sun King gives us as a company. Thanks to them. And the TV, I've already installed it here. And then the area which is outside the house is already inside the house. So I've already inserted it so that it can start receiving the stations. Yeah. And then when you want to start the stations, you have to use the remote. So this remote, when you want to do search, auto searching, you just press the menu button and then you press the enter button and then you begin by searching. So once you begin the searching, the TV will start looking for stations which are available in this locality depending with the satellites and the boosters of different stations. So that's how it's done. So right now I'm going to show you how to search. You just come in the TV, then you click menu, and then you come where it's written auto turning. So this auto turning is where you begin your search. So you just click enter and then you use these buttons to come and look for the auto turning. Yeah, so the enter is the OK button. So you just click there. And then we have the digital television and analog television. Right now we don't have analog television, so I'm going to choose the DTV. That's the digital television. Once I click there, you press enter or OK. Then it will begin to search. So there will be a menu here on your TV display so that it can continue searching. It will start from 1% all along up to 100%. When it reaches 100%, you will see the changes here. There are no TV right now stations because it is 00 everywhere. There is no radio, thanks to our TV. So this TV also has a radio apart from the television. When you want to listen to the radio, you just have to use your remote control and then you change from TV to the radio. So right now we are waiting for the channels and the radio stations to come and see how many they have been searched by our TV. So there will be change of programs here and the radio. So let's wait as it continues searching. It's already 28%, so it is moving all along up to 100%. So that's how you do your searching using your remote. Once you do the search, the channels will appear and then you continue now watching the different stations which you need. Yeah, so let's wait and see how many will be available. So the search is still on. As you see, it's already 44%. It has gotten 212 programs, and then you have 9 radio stations. So at 48, it's that. Let's continue waiting as it goes with the search. So this is one of the best TV so far we have from Sun King Solar Company. Yeah, this is the 43-inch. As you see, it's very wide, so it has a good eye view. Yeah, so let's see how it goes until it reaches 100%, so that you can see how many stations will be visible, and also you can maybe watch some of them as it finishes with the search. So let's be patient until it reaches 100%, then you see how many stations will be available. Right now it's already 217 for the digital TV. The analog is 0 and the radio stations are 9. At 83%, still moving. 85, 87. Yeah, it's almost done, already at 91%. %. Yeah, so right now I want to do installation for the battery. So at Sun King will also give steel nails so that you can use it to mount your battery via the bulb holder. So these are the steel nails which I have along with me, 2 of them, and this is the battery holder. So I'm going to mount it on the wall. Yeah, so I have to also wear my goggles so that when I knock I don't get some particles. So I'm going to first of all do the mounting for the battery holder and mount it on the wall. You have to be very careful so that you don't hit your finger. Yeah, so I'm going to use the second nail. This is the steel nail. Yeah, so it has to be very stable and very steady so that it can hold the weight and does not fall. So as you see, it's very stable thanks to our stainless and the good wall we have on the house here. So I shall be now inserting the battery. Yeah, so just keep an eye as I continue. The battery, since I've already installed the battery holder, I'm going to connect some lights and then fix on the wall. So let me start with the solar wire. So as you see, it's green. Once you start the solar wire, it's going to start charging. Yeah, hope you have seen it's now turning yellow. And then I have to connect at least some lights so that you can see how they're going to light up. And then when you want to put the battery, you have to slant it downwards very accurately so that it can hold the battery, and then the battery will be very strong once you place it there. Yeah, so once you hear that sound, it means that it's locked itself, and now you have to start now putting the pins so that you can make it very visible and very neat. So you have to make it very strong so that it does not fall down. Yeah, that's how you do it, and then you can use the pins to make it a bit neat. So maybe you can test to see if the light is working. Yeah, wonderful. So it's functioning well, and our light has 3 modes. So this is the turbo mode. Maybe I can start once again. So this is what we call the first mode. It's called the dim mode. And then when you increase the lights, that's the second mode. It's called the normal mode. Yeah, all this is done by the switch. And then we have the turbo mode, which is the third light. So this one is more brighter than the rest, as you can see there. So when you want to power it off, still you press the switch the fourth time, then it goes off. So the first press is for the dim light, the second press is for the normal light, and the third press is for the turbo mode, which is the brightest, and then the fourth button switch is for powering it off. So that one is doing well. So now these wires have to pass horizontally, and then they be neat. So that's how you fix your battery, that's how you fix the wiring. As you continue, make everywhere very visible and very neatly. Okay, so that's done for the battery installation. I want to put the motion sensor for security reasons, so I'm going to install it outside here so that this area can have lights during the night. So I'm going to do the installation. So I have to wear my goggles because of the dust to cover my eyes. I have my hammer over here and I have the stainless. So come with me as we install. So this is the motion sensor holder. So I have to start knocking it on the wall. Yeah, so that's the motion sensor holder. So after installing it on the wall, you have to mount it so that you can hold it. Yeah, so it's ready, and now it's already fixed there. The next thing is going just to put the wire inside the house so that you can get the power from the battery to power it on. So I have to pull the wire until it goes on, all of it. It is very long. So you have to be very careful so that you don't fall down. Yeah, safety comes first. You have to make sure your ladder is very strong and stable. So that's how we do the installation for the sensor, and now it's very accurate, very strong and stable. So at night it will be displaying light here. So this motion sensor can also be used as a light. What you have to do, you have to change it on the switch for it to be taking the motion, or just using the normal light. So during the night you'll notice the difference. When anybody passes by, it senses and then it lights up. And when you want to put it on the light mode, then it has to be powering on only at night, and then you can power it off during the day or in the morning. So that's how it's done for the motion sensor. Hope it will be working efficiently as it was intended. So I've picked some pins so that I can put the wire to be very neat using the white pins, which I'm going just to knock them on the wall. So these are the ones which you have to knock them on the wall so that it can be very neat and very strong. Yeah, so very neat as you see. It also helps those pins for them now to be very stable. Yeah, so that one is done for the motion sensor. So I'm done with the installation for the 43-inch, which is now concluded. The solar is already on the rooftop. That is the 80-watt solar. The TV is 43-inch, which comes with the digital TV decoder. And also I'm done with the installation of the lights, which was packed here. So thank you guys for your time. The job is well done. See you till next time.